Karen Sorobit.
Sorobit, having been appointed as member of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, do solemnly swear that I will at all times obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will faithfully and fully, impartially, and to the best of my ability, discharge the trust and perform the functions and exercise the powers devolved upon me by virtue of this appointment without fear, favor, bias, affection, ill will, or prejudice. So help me God.
Congratulations, Mary. I now call upon Hassan Nur Hassan.
I, Hassan Nur Hassan, having been appointed as a member of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, do solemnly swear that I will at all times obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will faithfully and fully, impartially, and to the best of my ability, discharge the trust and perform the functions and exercise the powers devolving upon me by virtue of this appointment without fear, favor, bias, affection, ill will, or prejudice. So help me God.
Congratulations, Hassan. Allow me to call upon Francis Odhiambo Adwol.
I, Francis Odhiambo Aduol, having been appointed as a commissioner of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, do solemnly swear that I will at all times obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will faithfully and fully, impartially, and to the best of my ability discharge the trust and perform the functions and exercise the powers devolving upon me by virtue of this appointment without fear, favor, bias, affection, ill will, or prejudice. So help me God.
Congratulations, Francis. Allow me to now call Fahima Arafat Abdallah.
With my right hand? Yes, with my right hand.
I, Fahima Arafat Abdallah, having been appointed as a commissioner of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, do solemnly swear that I will at all times obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the Republic, that I will faithfully and fully, impartially, and to the best of my ability discharge the trust and perform the functions and exercise the powers devolving upon me by virtue of this appointment without fear, favor, bias, affection, ill will, or prejudice. So help me God. Congratulations, Chair, and all the newly appointed members of IEBC. I want to wish you well in the very momentous task that lies ahead of you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of the swearing-in ceremony. But Honorable Chief Justice, allow me to invite a few of our guests who are here
to make a few remarks. May I call upon the Chairperson of IEBC, Mr. Erastus Endung, to come and make some remarks. Karibu.
Your Ladyship, Honorable the Chief Justice and the President of the Supreme Court of Kenya, Honorable Justice Martha Koome, the Honorable Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Dorcas Odor, Chairpersons of commissions present here, members of the IEBC, my new colleagues, the Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, Honorable Wilfrida Mokaya, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Allow me to take this opportunity to make a few remarks. It is with profound humility and a deep sense of duty that I address you today as the newly appointed Chairperson of the IEBC. I am immensely honored by the trust placed in me to lead this vital institution, one that lies at the heart of our democracy. I extend my warmest congratulations to my fellow commissioners who have just taken their oath of office. I know it has been a demanding journey, but that journey, however difficult it may have been, was merely to prepare us for the greater responsibilities that lie ahead. Today marks the beginning of our service to the people of Kenya. We must approach this sacred duty, therefore, with the urgency and integrity and absolute commitment guided by our Constitution and the laws of the Republic, but more importantly, guided by the expectations of every Kenyan. Free and fair and credible elections are the cornerstone of our democratic society. The IEBC is entrusted with the solemn responsibility to ensure that every citizen's voice is not only heard, but honored. As Winston Churchill once said, the price of greatness is in responsibility. That responsibility now rests with us and with all Kenyans. I thank His Excellency the President, the Parliament, together with the Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, the selection panel, for taking us through that rigorous, open and transparent process that led to our eventual appointment. Lady Justice, I also would like to thank the judiciary, the Chief Justice, for the commendable job they did in expediting the process of determining the matters that held the process and for affirming the legality of our appointment. I wish to state to the country that my first and foremost loyalty is to the people of Kenya, who hold the sovereign power under Article 1 of our Constitution. And that power allows them, therefore, to exercise their sovereign responsibility, including their right to vote. And therefore, I wish to assure Kenyans that their voices will not only be heard, but they will also count during this, the coming elections. As we look ahead, I urge you to stand firm in your commitment to democratic values. Together, we must build a stronger, more resilient nation, one election at a time. John Lewis once said, "The vote is so precious, it is almost sacred. It is the most powerful non-violent tool which we have in a democracy." I therefore echo the truth in the words of John Lewis, and I urge all Kenyans to ensure that we use this opportunity that our electoral processes allows us to ensure that we build a peaceful, stable, and secure democracy. Credibility, ladies and gentlemen, of our elections depends on our collective commitment to the rule of law, to fairness, to the principle that every Kenyan matters. And in Article 88 of the Constitution, our mandate as IEBC is clearly outlined. And we, together together with my colleagues and our secretariat, are committed to take that responsibility seriously, that we shall ensure that we discharge our mandate with the seriousness that it deserves. And today, as you have witnessed, ladies and gentlemen, we have taken that oath and we will abide by the words and the spirit of that oath. In today's Kenya and the world, we are bound to face a lot of challenges because of today's new innovations. And one of the greatest challenges, but also an opportunity, is the issue of information. As a commission, as we settle down to our work, we are bound to face a lot of challenges in misinformation, disinformation, and fake news. But we also have an opportunity to work with those news outlets to ensure that we educate, we inform, and we focus on factual truth so that then we build trust, because it's through that information that we build trust in the credibility of our institutions, such as IEBC, but also of our electoral processes. Lastly, Honorable Lady Chief Justice, a credible election is not a responsibility of IEBC alone. It is a national responsibility. I therefore, as we work, as we settle down as the new IEBC, I therefore call upon all other institutions, all other stakeholders to support us and to work together in us cooperatively and collaboratively to ensure that as we plan for the by-elections and the next coming general elections, that we work together collectively because we have shared responsibility to ensure that we deliver on our mandate, which is to ensure peaceful, credible, transparent, and accountable electoral processes. As I conclude, I appeal to every Kenyan to be part of this journey and to support us with your participation, your vigilance, your voices, so that our democracy will be as strong as our collective belief in it. I also, as I conclude, wish to remind us that IEBC has been here long enough, and we have our predecessors who have been the architects of some of the systems that we will inherit, that we will work to perfect and improve, and therefore wish to pay tribute to them, to honor them for their outstanding contribution to consolidating and deepening our democratic processes through their work in IEBC. Let me leave you finally with the words of Larry J. Sabato, that every election is determined by the people who show up. So I urge fellow Kenyans that you must show up, you must engage, you must vote, and you must participate in ensuring that we do our job very well for the sake of our country. I thank you. May God bless Kenya, and may God bless all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ethekon, Chair IEBC. May I now call upon the Principal Administrative Secretary in the Executive Office of the President, Mr. Arthur Osia. Karibu sana.
Lady Chief Justice, the Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya, Solicitor General, the newly appointed and sworn-in chair, and your fellow commissioners, family members accompanying our commissioners, fellow civil servants. Lady Justice, it is my happiness today. You remember the last time we were here, we were seeing through the selection panel that has taken Kenyans through the process that has produced these great ladies and gentlemen. And I want to thank you, Lady Chief Justice, for your availability and facilitating the processes that we have always come before you. Chief Justice, I first of all want to take this opportunity to individually and collectively congratulate the Chair and his fellow commissioners for being sworn in and for being appointed as members of this commission. This commission, even when you look around this hall today, it speaks volumes. It has never been this full. It has never attracted this kind of attention. So this is a message to the commissioners that you have just started carrying a very big stone, a very big sack. You are now carrying this country on your shoulders. My only advice would be you are the Electoral and Boundaries Commission, not commissions. Commission, not commissions. Collegiality and cohesiveness in your operations will be key for the trust that you'll need to get from us. It is trust. Just work hard. Kenyans are very hopeful. Today, this country is breathing because we have a commission in place. There's a lot of hope out there, and it's barely, squarely in your hands to develop the trust of Kenyans, carry Kenyans along with you, and all shall be well. I know the environment is quite, I don't know the words to use, but you know the space you are getting into. A lot of expectation, a lot of mistrust, a lot of imaginations, but the law will guide you. Fidelity to the law, to yourselves, to your conscience, and to this country will see us through. Chief Justice, I don't want to say anything more than that, but to take this opportunity to wish this team well, wish you good luck because you need it, and may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Osia, for the wise counsel and the remarks. Our Attorney General, Honorable Dorcas Oduor, is present, but today she has nominated the Solicitor General, Mr. Shadrach Mose, to speak on his behalf and behalf of the AG. Thank you.
The Honorable, the Chief Justice and President of the Supreme Court, the Honorable, the Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya, the newly appointed Chair of the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission and the new commissioners, my good brother Osia, the Chief Registrar, the Judiciary, riding on all protocols, good afternoon. First and foremost, Honorable Chief Justice, my Korera, we want to appreciate you, we want to thank you for this very timely or timeous occasion that you have managed to accord us so that the new commissioners have been sworn in. To the new commissioners, today, you are a rare gift that Kenyans have gotten. A rare gift in the sense that Kenyans, you know, from all walks have been waiting for the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission commissioners. I am sure we have the secretariat in place, but they have not been able to discharge fully their mandate without commissioners. So today is a good day, it's a great day for Kenyans. We really want to thank you. Just as other Osia clearly said, Kenyans have a lot of expectations. Kenyans have a lot of faith. Kenyans have a lot of trust in you. All that you need to do is to build the confidence, the trust that has been bestowed upon you. Secondly, as the Office of the Attorney General, as the Attorney General and myself, we want to assure you that we will be available, we will be there for you, so that at the end of the day, we serve this great country of ours called Kenya. Kenyans, in all their walks of life, know that this is a great country. And today, the mandate that has been bestowed on you is a heavy responsibility. Just as he said, if you see the numbers, it's because Kenyans are expectant, and we are confident that you are going to live to the oath of office that you have actually taken. We want you to discharge your responsibility with transparency, accountability within the rule of law, and above all, our Constitution. Your mandate, as enshrined in our Constitution, is a solemn mandate, and therefore discharge your duty without fear or favor, and taking into account that we have a country that all of us need to take care of. We wish you well. We pray for you. Kenyans need to pray for our commissioners and Honorable the Chief Justice. We also pray for you, so that together we hold this country. We don't have another country. And anybody who thinks we have another country, my friend, we don't have another country. We don't have a neighbor that we can lean to for any support. Therefore, we only have ourselves to take care of this country. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you, Honorable Solicitor General Shadrach Mose, for the wonderful remarks. I now call upon the Honorable Chief Justice to come and give remarks. Karibu sana.
Thank you very much, Honorable Frinda Mukaya, our Chief Registrar of the Judiciary, for conducting this ceremony. The Honorable Attorney General, my sister, our newly appointed Chairperson of the IEBC, the Honorable Commissioners, all our guests this afternoon, good afternoon. It's a cold afternoon. I welcome you to the Supreme Court, and I offer my apologies for our very humble facility where we entertain guests in a solemn occasion like this, when you are sitting and others are standing. One of these days, when God blesses us, we will have a state-of-the-art room where we can conduct such ceremonies. Today, bear with us. Thank you all who have spoken for those wonderful speeches, congratulating our Chairperson and the Commissioners. I also join you to congratulate the Chairperson and the Commissioners on your appointment and formal assumption of office. Today marks the beginning of a great public duty, one that demands not only competence and courage, but also a firm and unwavering commitment to constitutionalism, impartiality, and the democratic aspirations of the people of Kenya who you represent. This swearing ceremony is not just about fulfillment of a legal requirement, though through the administration of an oath, rather it is about the transfer of trust that Kenyans have transferred to you. In you now resides the solemn responsibility to safeguard one of the most sacred rights in our Constitution, the right of every Kenyan to participate in free, fair, and credible elections, as enshrined in Article 38 of the Constitution. You are taking office at a time when our nation is undergoing a period of great reckoning, a moment when Kenyans, especially our young people, are expressing discontent, are expressing frustrations with public institutions. The cry from every corner of our nation is for integrity. The cry from every corner is for transparency, accountability, and justice. And it is against this backdrop that your mandate acquires even greater weight and urgency. Our country must be built on the bedrock of true democracy, and it is your duty, Honorable Chair and Commissioners, to ensure that this is preserved and it is honored. It is also unfortunate that the process of recruiting you as the chairperson and commissioners was long and protracted. The term of the previous commissioners ended over 2 years ago, leaving this critical institution without its leadership and unable to discharge the constitutional mandate. We always say, law abhors vacuum. This institutional vacuum has delayed several key processes that are vital to Kenya's democratic health. Now that the Commission has been reconstituted, it is imperative that you move with speed to undertake the critical constitutional and administrative functions that have remained in abeyance, and to begin in earnest and timely preparations for the 2027 general elections. The IEBC, as a constitutionally independent body, is not merely an election managing institution. It is one of the cornerstones of Kenya's constitutional democracy. Your work directly impacts the legitimacy of the government, the stability of our nation, and the confidence of the people in the rule of law and democratic governance. You are now the custodians of a process that has in the past defined the trajectory of our nation, for better or worse. Let me echo the words for better or for worse, as often said in the church by the priest while solemnizing marriages. I am emphasizing this because Kenya belongs to the entire population of 50 million plus Kenyans who all have rights. These rights are spelled out in the Constitution and other laws. These rights are not a preserve of a few Kenyans. Kenya does not belong to politicians. It does not belong to the judiciary. It does not belong to the IEBC, the police, or any other institution. Kenya belongs to all of us, and no one has a right to trample over others. Each one of us, despite our rank or office, we owned only one vote. Those of us who are privileged to occupy public offices occupy them on behalf of Kenyans, and therefore we must always humble ourselves and deliver services to Kenyans with grace and humility according to our Constitution and the statutes. And for us Kenyans and all of us, whatever is not working, notwithstanding the pain or difficulty in fixing it, whatever you will find not working and serving Kenyans properly at the IEBC, you must confront it and you must fix it. This is why you have been given the mandate. Let me also mention Kenya's painful history of disputed elections, cycles of violence and loss of life and property, which is a stark reminder that elections are not just political events. It is not just an event. They are national security. Whatever you're doing, you must always think about national security. You must think about the economic of this country and the human rights issues behind every Kenyan who is entitled to free and fair, credible elections. It is in response to that history that the framers of the 2010 Constitution embedded a strong legal and institutional guardrails, such as the IEBC, yourselves, to protect the integrity of the electoral process. May the first prefix of your name, independent, always sound a clear tone all the time, especially if there will be a time when anybody or any institution will attempt to interfere with your decision-making independence. In this respect, I'm happy to share with you my own experience about my rail guard, which I call the shield and defender. It has always been Article 161 of the Constitution that says the judiciary is independent, and in our decision making, we are not subject to anybody or any institution. And anybody trying to interfere with our decision making, anybody who has sworn to defend the Constitution, will obviously be attempting to violate their own oath of office and also the oath of office for the electoral commissioners. So the prefix independence is very, very important for you as you move on to discharge this noble duty. You must therefore ensure that every decision, every action, every process you preside over adhere strictly to constitutional principles of fair, free, transparent, and accountable elections. The law requires, and the people of Kenya demand, that the Commission be and be seen to be independent, impartial, neutral, efficient, and professional. Let me also be candid. In the eyes of many Kenyans today, trust in public institutions has been waning, unfortunately. There is a pervasive perception that public institutions have become detached from the needs and values of the people. There is undoubtedly a great deal of public trust deficit, especially between the government and the citizenry, which requires serious engagement for us to rebuild. Being a woman of faith and listening to many clarion calls, I agree that 2025 in Kenya is the year of rebuilding our country, and it's also the year of repairing the breach. The greatest aspect of rebuilding for me is the broken relationships of trust between the people and the institutions of government. The people must trust the people in government who serve them. We in the judiciary and under the National Council on the Administration of Justice, that IEBC is also a critical member, we have taken the challenge to see how we can reach out to our people, the people we serve, and ask them, where have we gone wrong? How can we serve them better? How can we build the trust? And how can we move together? We are doing this through the court users committees, and I believe you will also undertake civic education in a manner that will build the public trust during this year of the clarion call of rebuilding our nation and repairing the breaches wherever they have happened. Because deficit of trust poses a real danger to our democracy, to our national cohesion and our constitutional order. You must rise above this crisis of confidence. More than perhaps any other institution in this season, you, the IEBC, must earn the trust of the people through your conduct. You must always ask how the decisions you make, just like we do in the judiciary, impact on the society. You must also be very, very wary about your integrity. This journey begins today. The oath you have taken must be the compass that guides all your decisions and conduct. It binds you to fidelity to the Constitution, as the previous speakers have said, and also to the law. It commits you to serve the people of Kenya diligently and honestly. It reminds you that public office is one of public trust. As we look ahead to the 2027 general elections and also the upcoming by-elections, the stakes could not be higher. The Kenyan people are watching. They expect nothing less than a commission that will deliver an electoral process that is peaceful, legitimate, transparent, and verifiable. This is your constitutional calling and your historic duty. I urge you to remember that democracy is not sustained by the laws and institutions alone. It is sustained by the trust, by fairness, and by the collective belief of citizens that their voice and their vote will matter. You have the opportunity and the obligation to restore and strengthen that belief. I take this opportunity on behalf of the judiciary, the National Council on the Administration of Justice, to wish you wisdom, courage, and integrity as you undertake this sacred mandate. We will stand ready to support you to uphold the rule of law, and we urge you to do your part in defending our Constitution and nurturing our democratic journey. May God bless you. May God guide you. And may God shine His light upon you every day as you set out to serve Kenyans. Thank you very much. May you also serve Kenyans with grace and honor.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Justice, for the inspiring remarks. We can now proceed for a photo session with the Honorable Chief Justice at the Chief Justice's foyer on the other side. Thank you.
Introducing Wigo, your trusted ride. The ride with the most reliable, verified, efficient, and transparent drivers. With fabulous cashback incentives for passengers, each trip on Wigo feels like an upgrade. Download Wigo from Play Store or App Store or SMS Wigo to 20425 and ride with confidence. Wigo, let's go.
Vile nilianzaga ilikuwa ngumu, hata mguu ilikuwa inachoka. Sasa nimekuwa nikisimamanga tu hivyo paka sasa hata na ndio unaona naweza simama hata 15 minutes. Nilitoka Lodwar bila hata shilingi. Ilikuwa tu hata kwa gari ama ni mafans tu. Also huko nyumbani wanajua niko na familia. Ni baba ya mtu unafanya hizi vitu. Lakini nilikuwa siwasikii. Ndio nilisimama paka nimefika paka sasa.
Watch this story and more. Download the Citizen Digital app or visit www.citizendigital.com and find the Citizen Originals portal.
Kenya's #1 app, Citizen Digital. Chonga gilo, emo miacha no kama. Chonga, emo semia sudo nyime. Chonga gilo, emo miacha no kama. Chonga, emo semia sudo nyime.
Mondo yudwe ni kakasikiza tune mari D*860*418# Ramogi TV enod jower duto.
Timri kama ok ngima mar nyaminwa kende yini ketho nyaka ngima mar niti chuth kawuono ni ano kabing'wono ni niti ma ok sanju en jaod pari miluongo ni Rajiv an niti an abiro pimoni an abiro pimoni gimoro amora
Sanju ini joga I hate you.
Erokamano Ramogi thuolo no duto ne wantie achiel kachiel e doho ma Supreme kama jogo manche noyier kaka jo commissioners mag IEBC kaachiel kod jakom ne chamo muma wabiro kelo ni mathoth kotudore gi mago. Wadhi nyime gi weche manyien. Nyinga Milton Ochieng. Ji ang'wen owito ngimagi e kaunti ma Mombasa kaluwore gi midhusi mar tuo mar mpox ma eri nyaka ne fweny tuono pacho ka dwe mar 6 higa mokalo. Chenro mar chiwo puonj ne jodak e kaunti no bende koro osechakore ayanga ahinya to e gwenge manofwenyie ji ariyogo. Lipode moko bende osechwal mag gwenge ma Changamwe kaachiel gi Mvita kochopo sani kwan duto mag jogo moseyudi gi midhusi mar mpox pacho ka oseromo 226. E kindego apisa mag thieth ojiwo oganda mondo mi orang ngarang'e mar lere alworagi.
Ni kwamba there's a lot of active community transmission, that is kuambukizaji kwa within the community that is happening, and it's because the community has not accepted that this is an active transmission that is happening within their communities.
Wengine pia wakipata harara, kwa hivyo tunahamasisha jamii ya kuwa ukipata rash ama upele ambao huuelewi, tafadhali enda katika kituo cha karibu uhakikishe kuwa umeonekana na daktari, na kama mwenzangu alivyoendelea kusema tume designate kituo ambacho ni Coast General Utange cha kuhakikisha kuwa tunaangalia cases hizi za mpox.
I want to see the public taking precautions, and I also want to see the public talking about mpox. The fact that we are not talking about mpox enough by the public, that means people still feel like mpox is not very risky. So I want to see the public changing their risk perception of mpox.
Riwruoge makedo ne ratich oganda Mombasa koro dwaro ne sirikal mondo winj ywak rowere moloyo bwogogi. Kane gilose boma ma Mombasa, jokedo ne ratich oganda go nokwedo chik manogol gi jatend piny William Ruto mar chielo jopiny gi magina e tiendgi, gino mabende nosir gi jaod bura ma Belgut Nelson Koech ka giwacho ni mano ok oluwore gi chike ma pacho ka.
Viongozi wa usalama, take action if you have those intelligence. Wafuateni so that could prevent. Na pia vile vile vijana kitu ambacho wana ask it's accountability. Kitu ambacho wana ask ni kwamba wanahitaji justice.
Kilio cha vijana sio risasi, hakuna mtu analilia risasi. Vijana wanalilia maisha bora. Na yeye ndo kuna instruments of power, sio sisi. Alililia, tukamwombea, tukampigia kura na tukampa mamlaka. Asianze kutuambia sahi ati mimi ndo kabla sijapata kazi watu walikuwa wana kazi. Alisema atatupatia kazi, hakuna mtu atakuwa maskini, ataya pesa mfukoni, atapunguza tax. Na sasa tunamuuliza hiyo. Na mambo yote vijana wanauliza does not even require budget. Inataka mtu ambaye yuko firm. Call his house to order, especially the ministers, awambe staki corruption. Awambe waziri wa education, nataka watoto waende shule na wasilipe fees. Because there is money in this country. That is not. You know, Kenya requires healing and reconciliation. Kenya does not require chest thumping.
Oganda mapacho kama wuok e dhoudi mopogore opogore oparo manosenindo okil Kamaloka Feroz Rurji kagipare kaka okil manoketo e opara manyime kedo ne ratiro mag oganda e pacho ka. Nyasino noyuorie kod jotelo mag siasa, jokedo ne ratich oganda, jopuonjre kaachiel kod okinde. Ferozi opar kaluwore kod lai mare makare matije manochwalo. Bende ibipare gi kedo ne ratich oganda e doho chakre telo ma jatend piny mar ariyo mosenindo Daniel Arap Moi.
I would like to mention very respectfully that the judiciary of the Republic of Kenya has stand up in a big way. It demonstrates the love the judiciary had for Mr. Ferozi.
Let us also recognize that we are not just mourning a man. We are celebrating a movement led by a man who believed that this country could always be better, more just, more compassionate, a man who never gave up on Kenya. Fare thee well, learned friends. You have run your race with dignity. Kenya is better because you lived. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
Jotelo ma Kenya Kwanza okwedo mokalo jotelo maketo piny wacho tesre kagiwacho ni gigeto jotelo matiyo machiegni gi jatend piny William Ruto mawuok masawa ma Kenya. Giwacho ni ogibiluor gi buok masani buogo gi godo ni biro monjo miechgi.
Manake hawezi tisha tu wanaume ati mimi sitakaa kwangu nyumbani ati nikisikia kuna 77 na 8 na wewe hata hujui maana ya 77.
Rigathi Gachagua kutoka kwa mamlaka ya naibu wa rais haikuwa ni kuondoa jamii ya Wakikuyu ama watu wa Mount Kenya kutoka kwa serikali. Hivyo Rigathi Gachagua was removed as an individual.
Samburu muambie shetani ashindwe. Ashindwe asishindwe. Eti wanasema United Ukabila Movement. Yaani watu wako na ajabu gani? Unaweza kuhubiri amani hapa Samburu lakini sio ukabila. Ni kweli si kweli?
Jod Buramaki ya Rundindi Nyoro oseo sirikal mapacho ka kowacho ni onego gikaw ting' mar rochruok mar arita kod thoe moseneno e pacho ka to moloyo kinde ng'anyo mawuok tich mokalo mar Sabasaba kanoloso ye Wanjengi e kach ng'od bura ma Kiharu. Nyoro nowacho ni en gima mako dhok ni sirikal wuoro kaka gik moko notimore marach wuok tich, kowacho ni mano chal ni sirikal ne ok oketo arita makare e yor nyoyiem. Nolero bende ni ageng'a mag wang' apaya manoketi nyiso maler ni sirikal ne nigi maling'ling' e wi tulo mane dhi muoch.
Is squarely responsible for either omission or commission. Na mwache kupea Wakenya tu story mingi kila wakati. We can see through the lies. We can see through and we know for sure either the government was involved or it abetted those crimes and criminalities. Siku ya Monday ni serikali peke yake ilikuwa inalinda mabarabara zetu zote. Kama ni serikali ililinda barabara, wale walipita kuchoma mali ya watu, walipita wapi? Walipita wapi? And nataka kuuliza pia mandugu zangu wale wanahudumia Wakenya katika serikali. You may be learned, but the people of Kenya are equally learned. You have benefited in the past by dividing Kenyans. This time round, there is no Kenyan who will hate the other Kenyan for anyone to benefit. Some some of the narratives being crafted are crafted using government machinery, using government resources, both human resources and monetary resources. Na pesa ya Wakenya hatutakubali itumike ati serikali yenyewe ndio inaleta narratives za kugawanya Wakenya.
Kaka yo maneno ni ngima jolupo kolale masiche mag nam mayudo gi e kinde ka kinde, riwruok mar piny owacho mong'ere kaka Mwanadada Foundation nochopo e kaunti ma Migori kama ne gichiwo jakede mar reso ngima kata life saving jackets. Riwruok Dada Foundation no kokalo e apisi mar jagoro mongirore e migawo mar arita Dr. Jolupo nodwoko erokamano kendo kwayo Dr. Raymond Omolo mondo omed chwalo negi kony ahinya to jiwo weche mag arita e nam. Jolupo e dho wath ma Arongo e Oseme bende biro chwalo negi kony ilano.
Niche wan gi tho e jirandwa ka e Sori, to jok mane wayudo ni jok mane gi life jackets moko nokonyore. Koro wadwoko nero kamane kech odwoko nwa tho bili chien.
Wamor ahinya gi gima jiwo Mwanadada otimonwa kawuono kuom kelonwa life jacket mar ng'iyo ngimawa dier nam. Wamor ahinya kaachiel gi rais marwa gi Raymond Omolo kuom kelonwa kony machielo machalo kaka gik ma ibiro dwar e nam, machalo kaka speedboat. Nwakwayo ni serikal ma Kenya oyie konywa kaka wajo nam. Wan gi pek ahinya kuom security waonge go maler e nam. Waganda osebedo koketowa matek ma imayowa gigewa to ok wanegi. Wakwayo serikal ni koyie to mondo obede kodwa machiegni mondo ging'e sida ma wan godo kaka jolupo. Nwakwayo mar ariyo ni serikal bende ong'eye ni bich ma wantiere ni pod wakoso gik modhuro. Waonge kaka speedboat manyalo konyowa kata ka ng'ato otho e nam oyudo shida kata kokwamo. Nwakwayo serikal ni koyie to mondo konywa kaka josiginga.
Research ma oko kanyo nyisowa ni about 1,500 to 5,000 fisher folk tho e nam. To tho gi wuok kuom lack of life saving jacket ka gidhi lupo. Koro watemo ni wa bridge gap ni mondo jolupo wa makaluwo ka tho gi kik wuog ahinya because of lack of this life saving jacket.
Kwan ji maromo 3 osemaki e jumani e kind apedha ne jogo mitudo gi kuo mar odundu mag pi ma olos kod chuma. Apedha mitimo kod kambi mochung' ne keyo pi e kaunti ma Migori, Migori Water and Sanitation Company. Jafwambo marwa e kaunti ma Migori, George Juma, nigi ler mathoth.
Ka ochako dwe mar achiel mar higa nyaka dwe mar 7 mar higani, kambi ma keyo pi e kaunti ma Migori, Migori Water and Sanitation Company kata Miwasco, osewito dundugo ma keyo pi ma nengogi romo 600,000 e lwet jokuoge. Kalure kod jatatije mar kambi ma Miwasco Sam Nyandiga, mae koro oserocho chenro magi ma keyo pi, kendo bende osemiyo koro giwito pi mathoth nikech pi mapukore ka odundu koro chot. E okang' mar kedo kod jokuoge mag odundu mag pi, kambi ma Miwasco kawo tende kod ndaita kwe e kaunti ma Migori dhi nyime kod timo pedha ne jokuoge mag odundu mag pi.
Igani kende wasewito pipes mokalo 600,000 pipes gi fittings. Iyudo ka nitie pipes mag chuma gi gik mochomgigo ma jomoko ketho. Koro jogo kawgi to gidhi giuso nikech gin gige chuma. Koro wakwayo jo public ma bende osebedo ka konyowa ma informwa to gi joma moko ni ka giyie to gi continue konyowa e wach mar pipes ma ji kwalo.
E juma ne jogo ma chichgo ni achijego mosbiro ka kwal dugu mag pi maromo 3 e kaunti ma Migori ne omaki, kaachiel kuomgi majigni 18 ne ochwal e doho ma Migori.
Kawuono wamor ahinya nikech ne wayudo jomoko moko osedhi e court kendo court koro nigi wach gino kendo deal godo. Wabro mako ji mamoko. Nitie joma bende kwalo pigewa. Yeah, we will continue with the exercise of ensuring that people are arraigned in court, people are arrested, increased surveillance, and we know it will stop.
Jatatije ma kambi ma Miwasco Sam Nyandiga wacho ni thoth odundugi mag chuma ma ikwalo osebedi ka osinjo bende koro nyiewo chumbego mauti kata scrap metals e kaunti ma Migori. Okwayo jogo mosebedo ka koro nyiewo chumbego mawiti kata scrap metals mondo koro ti kodgi machiegni mondo koro gimaki achijego.
We want to thank the police for helping us. We want to thank the public for helping us. And we are asking people that whenever you destroy this infrastructure, you are disrupting the supply of water within the county. So we are pleading with you not to do that. But nitire jok mosebedo ka ketho gigewa mag wa supply godo pi. Odundu wanti jok makwalo sana molos gi chuma. Koro gikawgi to gidhi giusogi kaka scrap metal. Koro wakwayo jok weuru nyiewo pipes mag moa Miwasco
osebedo ka koro kwal dundugo mag pi e kaunti ma Migori. Tend kampuni ma Miwasco bende wacho ni apedha ne jogo eko ma osebedo ka koro tiyo kod pigege tok chul bende nyaka sani pod dhi nyime e kaunti ma Migori. Malo ji 10 yando osemaki ka otende kod kuo mar pi e kaunti ma Migori, ka bende moko kuomgi ne ogolo fwaye ka moko keses gi nie doho. Lipot yango ni e kaunti ma Migori mangima kwan ute maromo gana 750 otudi kod pi mar fereji kod kambi mar Miwasco. Kata kamano, mana ute maromo gana 5 kende mosebiro ka koro chulo pi magitiyo godo e dwe ka dwe. Ka bende nondo dhi nyime gimomiyo kwan ute maromo gana 2 kod 500 ok chulo milano mar pi. George Juma, Ramogi TV, Migori.
Erokamano nyakwara Mogi, en thuolo mar kawo yweyo mokwongo e chenro mar Migago. Ka wan gi moko kuom ote ma bende oseoronwa ka ne jogo mawinjo chenro mar Migago. Lawi wuod Adore mar Rinya wacho noneno yo makare gi jogem duto. Machielo bende aneno ka oorna kod Ajaro Soja wacho ni entiere ko od mama ne gemo dendo ni kinyo dhi ko osiepne majirande Georgia Road North Sakwa, kaeto puoch ne jakom mar IEBC manyien kuom chamo muma mar apisi. Wacho ni mano Army Chief mar Gor Mahia. Ng'ato wacho na ni I'm broke, if you have some money kindly deposit for me. Rita An wacho no TV maler ka Ochieng kowuok Kodera en kod owadgi Rolex Bruno, kaeto Father Onyango Ong'any mar St Mary's Nyalenda. In bende wacho ni kete maler mokalo kendo inenowa ma ok inyal bet mabor gi Ramogi. Wadhi nyime bang' thuolo machuok.
Ready for Bali? Ride the waves of Melasti Beach, explore Uluwatu Temple, and enjoy thrilling water sports. Snap Insta-worthy moments in Ubud, Tegenungan Falls, and Wanagiri Hills. Cruise to Nusu Penida Island on a full-day tour. Fast boat and lunch included. Take in volcano views, temple tours, and tropical bliss, all in one trip, starting from 182,000 Kenya shillings per person sharing. Flights, 5 nights, breakfast, tours, and transfers all included. Book now. Call or WhatsApp View Travel on 0703 254 254. View Travel. Dream, explore, discover.
Chakre kit ngima joluo machon, amiya gwatani wuod jaoda maduong' mondo iluw timena nyaka e ngima masani. Wakelo ni sinema manyiso kit ngima ji.
Kana luokre kind rabolo kago wanga kon tena no nyithindo. Kinyo dhi nam. Ondone kama ng'ato knie ng'ato nikech nambi ng'ie mana.
Ng'e rieko mag jodongo, pek mar hera.
Mokwongo jonyuol ni kit grich. Dala maka okadwa.
Koda kamor mar ngima.
Idendo gi English ni my darling.
Kaka kinde mosekalo kod masani esigenni mopogore opogore. Odhiambo maru eka koro dwa chacho.
Ng'ama onge perore awini sani ng'ama onge pesitimo nade.
Winam Cinema Jumapil saa 2:15 otieno kod saa 4 otieno. Kik bai.
For all matters health, watch Ndakitari in Kikuyu, Penj Daktari in Luo, and Uliza Daktari.
Hivi viharusi vinatoka upande wa roho, wa moyo.
Uteredio horo wa wellness check-up.
Tafadhali, enda uone daktari bingwa ya mama.
To milk ni emokano nafasi.
Get more episodes of these informative shows on View Sasa.
Machiegni kendo riwruoge mag saga pachoka igeto lu kendo loko chike matayogi mar neno ni omenda mag jopiny mokanie riwruoge ok olal, ka bende jotelo mag mibadhi omieno ibiro golo oko e apisi. Jatend migao mar riwruoge saga gohelini matindo Wycliffe Oparanya olando machuogo komiti ma jolony mabiro nono chike ma higa 2008 mar riwruoge osebedo katiyo godo kowacho ni jotelo moko osebedo ka ok luw chikego. Oparanya manoloso e kinde mane oyaw ayanga kar timo rako ma oger gi riwruog obila e kar tiegruok mar obila ma Kiganjo ogolo siem ne jogo eko ma bende osebedo ka yako mwandu jopiny ni biro kawo negi ondamo mar chik.
We have had so many changes within the environment, and I'm hopeful that as soon as that committee of experts is over with their work, we are able to have a strong circle movement in this country.
For us is corporate social investment. Do you know why we do this in this organization? Do you know why? This organization is the one that keeps our circle ongoing.
Today marks a significant milestone in our continued effort to modernize police training infrastructure and promote officers' wellness. Physical fitness is not optional in law enforcement, it is essential.
Ten County ma Mombasa koro chano choko pa jopiny e wi wach dwaro ni jodak duto obed kod kadi moyiedhi mabiro miyo giyudo fuong'ruok e chenro mopogore kaka mar thieth, basari kaachiel kod chenro mamoko mag dongruok. Magino oyangi gi gavana ma Mombasa Abdulswamad Sharif Nassir makoni kinde koro chopo mar neno ni jodak ma Mombasa ema yudo fuong'ruok ma ok jogo moraw kawuok e counties mamoko mana kaka Joja oko leronwa.
En nyasi mane obagi e od bura malikoni Mombasa mar sidho ayanga gedo mar kar thieth e ward mabofu, nyasi mane otelne kod gavana ma Mombasa Abdulswamad Sharif Nassir. E romono ne oyangore ni oganda mathoth osebedo ka kale midhieche mopogore to chutho mago motenore kod garama mag thieth.
Gavana, tuangalie utaratibu ambao tutaweza kufanya zile bili za hospitali bei kidogo ishuke chini. Tunajua SHA inasaidia. Watu wamelipa SHA. Ukienda pale SHA inakulipia, lakini kuna ile balance. Mtu amekufa, maiti imewekwa pale hospitali. Na hususan mwanzo ni Muislamu. Gavana anawekwa hospitali pale, anazuiliwa kwa sababu ya bili.
Kila mwaka hospitali zetu zinapeana waiver za milioni 130. 130 million. Kwa wewe unaona ni 20,000, kwa mwingine 100,000, kwa mwingine imetolewa 50,000. Mimi nikatoa mpango, serikali ikaweka fedha katika level 4 na level 5, anayekuja ikiwa ni mwana Mombasa aweze kulipiwa SHA.
Paro mar chugo kadi moyedhi mabiro nyiso pogruok e kind jodak Mombasa kod welo ne onyiedhore, gino mikoni biro konyo e kelo fuong'ruok ne oganda modak Mombasa.
So tuweke automatic waiver. Yule mtu amefariki anapata waiver ya 30% ama 50%, na kwa yule mtu ambaye hana uwezo.
Tazunguka wodi zote 30. Nichukue maoni ya kila moja. Je, watu wanakubali na mimi niweze kuwapatia kadi ya kwa wewe ni mwana Mombasa, ili ukienda hospitali huna haja kumjua yoyote, unapeana kadi yako, unapatiwa discount ya zaidi kuliko ile ambayo kwamba italipwa na SHA. Na wewe ukiwa na kadi yako unaenda kuchukua basari zako bila kuulizwa maswali yoyote. Ukiwa na kadi yako siku unatoa pesa za vikundi, unatoa kadi yako bila tatizo lolote. Tumeelewana mpaka hapo, sio?
Gavana koni oikore mar chako choko pach jopiny e wi wach makamano mar neno ni fuong'ruok michiwo ne jopiny e wi chenro mopogore e Mombasa geto mana jodak.
Tukizunguka kufanya hii public participation, tutafanya public participation hii. Tutatengeza Mombasa resident card. Kwa sababu mimi ni gavana wa jimbo la Mombasa. Hawa ni MCA wa jimbo la Mombasa. Mishi ni mbunge Likoni iliyoko Mombasa. Ni lazima tuweze kubeba mzigo wa watu wa Mombasa.
Isechako gogo, paro mar dwaro chwalo hospital no engas mamalo ne bende onyiedhore bang' yangore ni nitiere moko kuom chenro mag thieth mok time kar thieth manie rang'iny mar level 2 ma idwa gerno.
Ilikuwa inatarajiwa ijengwe level 2 na watu huanzia mahali, lakini kama kuna uwezo gavana wa kuweza kuongeza pesa na tuiweke level 4, tunaomba sana hiyo level 4 iweze kuwekwa, ndio watu wetu waweze kupata matibabu ama zile services ambazo ziko katika kategori tofauti tofauti, kwa sababu level 4 huwa ina mambo mengi sana, paka mambo ya operation, paka mambo ya mazazi na mambo mengine mengi.
George Aoko, Ramogi TV, Mombasa.
Ten County Manaro koro jiwo jonyuol manigi nyithindo matindo mondo mi one ni giyudo chanjo mar tuo mar typhoid kod aruodhi. Kaluwore gi jochiw thieth e kaunti no, tuochego gin mago minyalo geng' mak mana ni thoth ji pod ok rang rang'iny mar ler kaka yorno mar ritruok. Duto kwan mar nyithindo migeno ni biro yudo chanjo e kaunti ma Narok odiechieng' nyalo romo 300. E kindego jonyuol bende e kauntis mopogore opogore osechako yudo ote kowuok kuom tend sikunde mar chiwo thuolo ne nyithindo mondo yud chanjo e skul.
We have deployed 243 well-trained teams across Narok, stationed in health facilities, schools, churches, markets, and mobile outreach posts. Each team targets to vaccinate 300 children per day for 10 days.
Ninawaomba wananchi wetu na CHPs wetu tufanye uhamasisho kwa njia inayostahili, tufikie kila mtu nyumbani, kwenye soko, kwenye barabara, unapotembea kwenye matatu, hakikisha unaambia watu ya kwamba tumeanzisha rasmi mambo ya chanjo.
If it is the parents, please be willing to take your kids to those points of vaccination. Wapelekwe huko ndio wapate chanjo. Because these diseases are not very good. Ukiacha mtoto wako apitwe na chanjo, you will be posting danger to the public. Kwa sababu sasa your kid will not be immunized against the diseases.
Mesikia target ni 95% na 80% na ninatarajia hata tutaenda zaidi ya hiyo percentage.
Riwruok mochung'ne okinde pacho ka Law Society of Kenya kotudore gobila omako miyo moro e boma ma Machakos mosebedo kawuondore ni en okil Kamaloka. Miyono mosebedo katimo tije mopogore opogore mag okinde bende odonjne ni osebedo ka iorone omenda kokalo yor simb ong'we yamo mopogore gi agulu mar bengi. Apisa mag Law Society of Kenya kotelnegi kod Wavinya Nicholas notelo ne meko makamano bang' yudo milome kowuok kuom jopiny.
This is a notice and a warning we are giving to the members of the public, not just here in Machakos County, but all the 47 counties of this Kenya. If you know that you are transacting in the business of an advocate and you are not an advocate, this is the last warning we are giving you, because when we shall come to your chambers, when we shall come to arrest you, we shall not negotiate. Stop and cease acting as advocates if you know very well you are not a certified advocate of the High Court. And members of the public, when you're transacting, be it land transaction, be it sale agreement, be it succession matters, ensure the person you're dealing with and the person handling your matter is a certified advocate within the database of the Law Society of Kenya.
Jodak ma Kitui nyoro nyoyudo thuolo mar riwore gi jolendo mag Radio Musie kaachiel kod kambi mar rego mogo mar Joy Millers e boma ma Kalundu e kaunti ma Kitui. Jodak mar alworano noyudo thuolo mar wuoyo gi jolendo ma gihero ka bende ne giriwore kodgi e nyasi mar tedo gi mok kambino. Ma bende nobedo thuolo makare ne jo Kitui mar oro mos ne wedegi kanyo kokalo kuom radio no. Kambi mar Royal Media Services osebedo gi thuolo ma kamagi e kinde ka kinde mar duoko erokamano ne joheragi e kor gwenge.
Ni soko ya Kalundu, Kitui Town na Musie FM. Siku ya kutembelea mashabiki, kuwaona mashabiki, kufurahia na wao na mashindano ya kupika kafagara.
Tunafurahia sana kutangamana na watumizi ama wale tunaita customer wetu wa unga wa raha, na tunafurahia na tutazidi kulisha nchi ya Kenya.
Nyakwaramogi mana kaka juma ka juma wakelo ni chenro mar gin kanye. Kawuono wamenyo ni Margaret Olang manen kansila ma Mombasa kuom thuolo mar higni 20. Olang manen nyamin Owigo Gogni en achiel kuom josiasa matuklu Mombasa. Jata chenro ni Walter Nyambaga yando limo Mombasa kendo miwa mbakano.
Wangi Mheshimiwa Owigo Gogni Olang, wangi Margaret Olang. Ngama duong' e kindu?
Owigo nyuol, Owigo kuongona. To an maluwo bang'e, kinde Owigo gi ng'ama opogo. Makoro ng'ama opogo wago rento.
Mok yieng'. Nonyuoli higa mane?
An nonyuola higa mar 40 gabich. 1945.
Ichako somo kanye?
Asomo Sori. Ka asuta ji obuare matin. Kazi Magambo. Ka Magambo. To Owigo koro nen polis. Owigo kawa didika. Atiyo Kenya Kanas. Koro Kenya Kanas matiye makoro bede matua. Anata kutima Kenya Kanas kende matiye. Kakoro wabiro Mombasa. To ne waparo ni mondo Owigo ne paro ni mondo omany na tich kawa di port. Koro kar manyo tich wa change. Ayudo hotel airport. Hotel ma airport I ran for 30 years. Kata ki yera bedo kansila ka ne an hotel airport. Koro wach mari train makoro ne biro makoro karo twenda no koro ne en line man train biro donjo go kaeto muke. Koro kose muke noyudo ka jipanga aya hotel e town. Hotel mana aya town ne mapura dar nyaka sani.
In go hotel e port welo biro kwa pinje maoko ji opogore in jaluo ine do gindi di mamoko ne chalo kodi nade?
Now we got a problem because by then Sarif Nasir no kawa kaka nyame manyo no we mane nyalo tala kana Sarif Nasir nti kana Sarif Nasir ndio no ko Sarif Nasir ni benel mamla donge siasa odona Owigo be wani ko siasa makano wo kan na tike duwo konda biso to nendiwa no duwo kabisa ko kana waje ko dia siasa to nyako kawa abede kren marigari gitimo mibiro tama kwa ringo
kuom igni 30 kapodi tayo mana magawa hotel
sani ofen 30 kende sani kuro enzi mangani kaka nikita sani tito tile matiyoka angu tendari town ka atiel metric in makai barabara maduong mar Moi Avenue kar kama ntie pembe pembe ya ndofu kani ina notenda kondik ni metric in. Kika kiduogo koni, kakiduogo tenda kondik metric kanes.
Tayo magawa ken gima yom. Ere riekni mitiyo godo mondo mi neni ok gimbemore piny kata jok ma itiere godo ok obedo gi nero?
It's a very good question. Kitiyo tich. Nake kongi ya tich mitiyo no. Atiyo sa hotel. Matinde sani to nyare mo gola matinde tiyo sa hotel. Chontane okapani ye maseras. Kitali ngone wa maseras. Ko no sa joro njeremba. Makama sana dak mtu hapa. Atiyo kudon dakika kirario romsa pargatiel. Kaona waturit Mombasa.
Jok manindiko e tiji mar magawa ni endi. Ok gin joluo seche moko joluo ere kaka be nyalo paro kit kwan jok mosekale lweti kaka nindiko tich
kata mana masepuli Nyambaga ng'eny nyaka kaw gati matiyo kaka part of you to kaw kaka ng'ato nono to obiro deal kodi accordingly.
Ere kaka ng'at mane jaohala mar magawa dwa transition odwa wuok e goyo ohala mar tude gi ji hospitality to dwa dhi e siasa gima ji larore
gima ber no ohala ni opuonji wuoyo mokwongo Correct. To siasa be en wach. To wach mamit. Ng'ama wuoyo maber. Onge gima nyalo tame kata nikech kine wuoyo gi customer magi. Gima moni wuoyo gi joma goni ombulu onge. An ombulu ma ka nokae kana ai council. Ati plariga council. Oyiera ding'wen. Tok no yomba yiero mar council. An biro yomba yiero mana watu na pana. Guluno watu na sabali ko loketuoe. Loketuoe. Adwa di women rep. Ma women rep biro. Ko kanadi. To no biro kaka no biro.
Katiba manyien.
Koro ema nawe go siasa. To then abed ni purane council. To di koro puranti na kasani. Nikech joluo bende. Joluo manu Mombasa ka. Chakre no chak county council. Koro sani wan gi governor. Ng'ama nondik joluo maromo kaka nandiko joluo ok gin yudi. Nikech mokwongo, koyiera mokwongo, abedo vice chairman ma town planning. Magi ema nomiya kata idea mar gero odni. Kata idea mar timo plan mar ot ka. Bedo chairman, deputy chairman ma town planning. Kochako yiera mar ariyo, adhi abedo chairman mar public health. Koro mana bedo kenda wuon. Kochako yiera, koro an chairman mar establishment. Ng'ama ne kona saidi noyo kuna luligo, ne en Salif Nasir. Nikech ndalo mane nitie mane en politics. Ok nyal wuoyo kuoma. That means they used to love me automatically. Koro Nasir ema nokonya ahinya gi siasa ma Mombasa. To joluo be nohere.
Ing'eyo siasa dwaro pesa. Samoro pesa ni mani matin misebedo kichoko e magawa kaendi ema koro ijuko godo jamna. Koso siasa mari ne chalo nade?
No. Jamna to be nitiere. To ok nyal bedo bende en jamna. Ka ok diere ka jamna no tiya ahinya. To kedieri to wan wajiwo nyombolo. Onge kele nitie wajiwo nyombolo. Ano ka tigi jamna na ahinya. Nikech joma ne gono ombulu ne Likoni, Changamwe, joluo man Mombasa ka ne gono ombulu. To nikech kaka ne an kodgi. Ok ni sama idwaro ombulu no, ni koro kidiriwori gi ng'ato. Koro kaka kola ng'e, mama, an gi dich, ang'o maki, mama maroto. Mama an gi dich, ang'o motimore, gimoro timone roto dala. Mama maroto, koro mago kitako konyogi, nyathino riembo skul. To an nikech nadonjo e siasa kaka ohala. Pesa na nayudo mar msara. Ne pok akete e tijena matiyo. En obedo kanyo mar konyo ji. Ng'ama promise. Ng'ama obiro mane ok promise. Eka kurumo. Nawa nyaka chama na ohanda makata aonge siasa tan gima chamo.
Ibedo kansela e kinde mag loch mag Ford Kenya. Japati.
Ford Kenya mogola oko. Anane kan.
Okay.
Paka kufa tu kuna mori.
Loch kanu ne chalo nade?
Loch kanu ne ber. Ok no tel gi loch makuru sani ng'ato na loch gimani mohero. Loch kanu wuoyo nyaka wati gini ng'eyo makata kuluongi tibiro wacho ni gini notimore kama.
To aneno ka jaduong' Moi kinde ka kinde ibilo godo mbaka seche moko bende koketo koke buge moko kama to chunge bathe. Moi ni ne ng'ama ng'ati?
Moi ne ng'ati duto te. Ne ng'ati duto te. Koro kobiro ka to nikech ne waji kaka councillors mwa Mombasa. To kani waji kaka councillors mwa Mombasa. Na huyu mama yeye tu yuko hapa kila wakati. To Sarifu kwani huyu mama hakuna mtu anaweza kumshinda. Koro kani ubiro ka wapi yule mama? Nyambaga ne odholi pesa manwa yoso netin. To raha ne nitie. Koro ka ane council ko yiera ka iluongo ga Njoni. Ne onge skul mar public mar nyithindo. Ne wan gi skul achiel miluongo ni Sacred Art. Sacred Art ne en mar wayindi. Ma ka ok ing'e muindi kata jatelo nyathini ok donji. To nang'o to ne wai. Nade plot. magere ganjoni ane manadua ya uwon kaji ma watu na asali pilot hadi wa school ni yule pilot idwa school na mana uso na pilot no ene mana uso na pilot magere hotel no nili wongene Salim Ali Mohamed
ting mane ma jatelo nitire godo kaka kansila tinga mamiyo pek mane bedo godo
pek ma bedo jatelo ikelu ko miwuon nyamba go bire triko duoki ruta abire mi ka to ka kino biyo adi Nairobi ikaki duoki adi Nairobi an gidi kai mano ikelu pek ko
mheshimiwa in kod nyithindi tija siasa tija wala ere kaka ni balance gigi ndi kata iketo gigi okenge mopogore maok seche monge wachi yawa wa miss mama
nyithinda nyan go ka sani gisebero madongo negi dhia bode kura dongo ka gijutit abiro gi nyithinda piny akunu wewe tongo ni school ni useri ne buni pod actually school system magi e mondika the way no be the kai my boss magi my employer ko nyithinda bino ngene to magi yaro kai yen employer mag mama ina magini ko mama ti
osipini gini ngagene chage okega unyalego
osipina mango
mag siasa
maduomo ko ne ma ku no bizo sarif nasir agombo unyalego bino sipna aone koma sai ko sana kode ka ture ka doro gimo ka wato ne to windo ne wan gime ya me dum dan e mo ti o ga henya to ngani wati o briefly da jabu somba kaitwa wadonge maya modani
jodonga ich moko bende dwani mondo gin gi chwal mana de agenda mar gi boma tibe joma dwani mondo mechi kumoro manyo mine are nyanya gin mage dwani mondo gi chok gi inere kaka ni rakori kodgi
joma ma yumo kata matimao aluonga luonga ko nene limituma en marat
aneno ka sani bet ka pogruok nitiere ko pogore kod kit seche moko del malit ma jabede ihero chamo gang'o momiyo pod wang'i pod pichni kama kata seche moko bed ni yamo to nyalo mako del
iwinjo asepuonjo nyithindo aonge gi wasiwasi nyithinda pod koni donge nomora cha koso kinene
anto
en oloko ni kasa ka wato ni manora tu singo kelo batel aonge gi mataga
stress bedo maonge
at all don't do ne yot wadi yot ni maero izo no tu maero
ero kamano yakoro baka jangwa gombaka kod mheshimiwa Margaret Olang mabendo chuto mbaka mathoth ageno ni gisani bende koro lap dhogi ndong mondo in bende ibedie jatelo kata mara bedo jatend gwen e dalani ko kamano nyasach pimo do bedo kod jata chenro ne kompole duto ne Walter Nyambaga bud ko ero fon ka jidhi kendo ka jiduogo kodi chimasani
thank you
mano ko ibudho godongwar gi Joseph
Erokamano Nyakaramogi kuom thuolo mari, thuolo ok oyiena dhi mokalo kanyo. Wachak watudre kendo sa 10 weche manyien makagi kacha. Oriti masani, an Milton Ochie.